Hey there, it's Uncommon Fossil today presenting an upgraded Raging Bolt EX starter deck. This is a budget version, only using cards from the other starter deck. So you can make this upgraded version day one. There are some cards you'll craft, and I'll talk about that at the end of the video, just some potential changes you might want to make if you have the cards already or want to have some resources to craft things. But this you can do day one when you go in. Oh, by just the name of the deck, I call that Raging Bolt, although... And in the article, they kind of introduced these decks from Pokemon. They called it Raging Bolt, but in live, they call it Teal Mask Ogerpon deck, which you see the green sleeves and box because of that. But it's really a Raging Bolt deck, so that's what I've called it here. So, all right, getting into it. I only made a few changes. I'll mention the changes as well as kind of what the deck is, how it works. So Raging Bolt EX, it's a nice big basic deck, which is an appealing type of thing. The main attack is Bellowing Thunder for lightning fighting energy, does 70 per basic energy you discard from your Pokemon. It doesn't have to be from this particular Pokemon, it's any Pokemon on your board. So scales up as much as you want to take the knockout. So get enough energies in play and take knockouts. So that's the goal. Just knock out a 2-prizer in 3 turns in a row and win the game. So put pressure on early and keep it up. The engine both is a draw engine and it gets energies in play because we need to accelerate energies. So playing Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, it's got the Teal Dance ability. Once during your turn, you can attach a basic grass energy from your card from your hand to this Pokemon. If you do that, you draw cards. So you accelerate energy and you draw cards. Always very, very nice there. To make this work, I'll just jump to the energies briefly at this point. Playing the most energies are keeping the energies the same as the starter deck, 6 of the grass energies, because we need that most often because of the Teal Mask Ogerpon, and then a 3/3 between lightning and fighting, because that's what we need to actually pay the attack cost there. So for the Teal Mask Ogerpon, I've added a Fezandipiti EX. This is the second deck that I've gone through with upgrade. I'm probably going to put a Fezandipiti EX into every deck that doesn't already have it. Don't know for certain, but it's just super awesome. Flip the script, right? Pokemon knocked out, draw 3 cards there. I added a Mew EX as well. Switching's an issue with this deck. We are missing a card that this deck really wants, and that's in Latias EX, because that gives you free retreat on your basics. But so Mew is one of the cards that has free retreat. So the only Pokemon with free retreat in the deck. So, and you can attack with attacking potentially. They got the energies attached, and the ability to restart can draw some cards occasionally. And then the other cards are all what's in the deck already. A 3/3 Noctowl line. Potentially you could cut that a little, maybe down to 2/2 if you think you need the space, but I kept the 3/3 in. It's really good, right? As long as you have a Terra Pokemon in play, and the Teal Mask Ogerpon is a Terra Pokemon, then when you evolve from the Hoothoot to the Noctowl, search your deck for the 2 trainers. Really good there. Fan Rotom, you only use this on your first turn, whether you go first or second. First turn, the fan call ability. I'm sorry, you can only use that the first turn. You search your deck for up to 3 basic colorless Pokemon, 100 HP or less. Both Hoothoot and Noctowl meet that, so you want to get some Hoothoots and Noctowls. And then you got to hope you don't get Iono. That's the one thing with doing it, but it sets you up very nicely there. And then playing a Squawkabilly EX, because it is a turbo deck. I think it's a deck that can go first or second. If I get the choice, I go first, assuming I don't know what my opponent is playing, right? It's on the board, but it doesn't mind going second. If you go second, for sure you do Squawkabilly EX. Even you need the energy of the discard and stuff anyway. So Squawkabilly, even if you go first, you probably want to play it unless you have resources you really can't afford to get rid of. So it's just really good. And if you go second, you're really loving it. With Squawk and Seize, you only can use it your first turn. Again, just like Fan Rotom in that sense. And then this one lets you discard your hand, draw 6 cards. So very, very nice there. All right, jumping into the trainers here. Again, a couple. The new trainer I added, I'll just hit that first. I added in 2 Night Stretchers. So a good card, right? We need basic energies to be able to attach. So we need to get those grass energies back into hand, or something else if that's what we need to. But often the grass energy. So 2 Night Stretchers, put back a basic energy or a Pokemon from the discard pile into your hand. Really good with this deck there. I did cut a couple cards. I'll hit those as I go along. So 2 Energy Retrieval, need energies in hand. Prime Catcher is the ace spec that they already had in the deck, and I do think that's the best one for this deck. Then Pal Pad, partly Pal Pad because partly we only play 1 boss. So 1 boss, 1 Pal Pad. I cut a boss. There are 2 bosses in the deck. I cut down to 1 boss. but keep the Pal Pad, which is good, especially if you have to Squawkabilly away a bunch of stuff early game. Having the Pal Pad, I like it in the deck. 4 Nest Balls. Iono cut that from 2 to 1 because the main supporter we're playing, partly why I also cut those supporters, is the main supporter we're playing each turn is Professor Sada's Vitality, because we need to accelerate energies. We gotta need to get 2 energies each turn onto our Raging Bolt, so we were knocked out. So this allows you to accelerate energy to 2 of your ancient Pokemon, which is the Raging Bolt EX in this deck. The other builds have single prize ancient Pokemon. We don't have any of those in our collection, so in starter sets, so we can't have those in the deck. But anyway, you accelerate the energies, then you draw 3 cards as well, so really, really, really good there. Area 0 to Underdepths, 3 copies of that. Could cut that down to 2 potentially, but that's what we have. Crispin, really good card, allows you to accelerate some energies there. Glass Trumpet, there were 2 copies originally, cut it down to 1. Use it if you have a Terra Pokemon to play. Choose 2 of your bench colorless Pokemon, attach basic energy with this Disc to them. We're not attacking with colorless Pokemon, either Squawkabilly, Noctowl, the Fan Rotom, but I mean, we could, but usually we're not. But the energies, getting them in play so we can discard them with Raging Bolt EX. So it does have value, but went from 2 to 1 copy. There are 3 copies of Ultra Ball. There were 4 in the deck originally, so I cut 1 copy of that. I think the 3 copies is enough there. The 2 switches, if we have Latias EX, I would cut probably both switches, or at least 1 for sure. But because I don't have that, needs a little bit extra switching in the deck there. And then 4 Earthen Vessels. We need to get energies in hand. We need to get a discard pile. So super, super useful card there. So that's the deck list. Like I said, I'm going to choose to go first if I win the coin toss, but it doesn't mind going second. So let's jump in and see how the deck performs. All right, let's see what happens here. Obviously, see what happens with the coin toss first and foremost, and then, yeah, see how it sets up. I gotta say, I'll make the confession at this point, I don't... Raging Bolt's just a deck I've never gelled with, okay? I like big basic decks, and Raging Bolt Ogerpon is a big basic beatdown stick, which is super appealing, but for some reason, so I won the coin toss, I will go first. It's kind of on the fence. If you want to take 2 prizes each turn, this is partly why I want to go first here. Now if you go second, you can play a supporter, which is good. Okay, not terrible. I probably grab Squawkabilly EX here. So we'll see. Assuming it's not prize, right? Assuming Heavy Ball obviously gave better access to it. Okay, a lot of new special effects on the screen here. So I'll get rid of Pal Pad. I'm just thinking, what if Squawkabilly is not here? How do I want to approach this game? So I want these energies, because those are the energies I want to attach, and I do have Squawk that I need in the discard. I need the fighting. These are the energies I want in the discard pile for my All right, so what else do I want more energies in the discard pile? I don't think I do. I have 2 energies in the discard pile. That's enough to get things going, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's okay. So discard these energies. Grab the Squawkabilly. I could. So I want to get any more energy in the discard pile. Let's see how much energy I have here. 2, 4. Yeah, no. I think I'm happy just without discarding more energy. So. I don't want to discard more grass energy because I want to get the grass energy into hand. So discarding it would, you know, I mean, I don't want to draw more at this point. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, so I could Fan Rot. No, if I Fan Rotom, but I don't have a Terra Pokemon to play. So I think I've got to get the Ogerpon, right? Because I need a Terra Pokemon. So I was like, oh wait, I could get Fan Rotom and set up that way, but I need a Terra Pokemon in play to be able to use Noctowl's ability. So, okay, that's not bad. So I can maybe accelerate energy with the Glass Trumpet. I will stick on a grass energy at this point because I want to use the other energies for Professor Sada's Vitality and in turn. It's not terrible. All right, okay, so ends Daramaka. Darumaka, I guess. What's Darmanitan, I believe, is what it evolves into here, right? So an Ends deck. I haven't run into Ends decks actually yet, so this is good seeing this for the first time. I did have a challenge to play an Ends deck. I don't have one, so I re-rolled that, by the way. I gotta play. Again, always finish your daily challenges every day. So like in this case, I don't have an Ends deck yet. I'm gonna wait till I get on the battle pass. I gotta advance up to get that. And so in the meantime, I re-rolled it. I think I have Metal Energy, so I got to play. So I'll play Goldengo EX, right? Because I'm basically, this is a new account. I'm basically limited to the starter decks plus the Ends Zacian. Oh, I could play the Ends Zacian as well. I got to see what my other challenge is. That is true. So, although I need to make a Goldengo video soon too. So, anyway, see what happens here. I do find some of these turns I end up waiting too long. So, So Sada's Vitality, it's not a bad spot I'm in here. I maybe should now. I now kind of wish I had more energy to the discard pile though, because I might not be able to attack, but not with the big attack anyway. So let's see what happens. I'll accelerate energy here first. I'm gonna play Professor Sada's Vitality as well. I really kind of need to take a knockout. Well, that's pretty nice. So I want to, let's think here. So thinking's always good. I think I want to drop down, do I want to drop down a Hoothoot? Sets me up for next turn, right? Could grab another Ogerpon. I mean, I do want to do this because I want to thin, right? Mew is not what I need. Fezandipiti, but I don't know if I'm getting knocked out, right? So let's see, what's the Noctowl situation here? Is it just one Noctowl? Oh, that's not... All right, well, since only one Noctowl, I'm going to go with Fezandipiti because there's a good chance... Did I get ditched Noctowl? Yeah, so one's prized. Okay, so not ideal. So I also... Unfortunately, I don't know what energies I need to attach where. Okay, so I'm going to toss down the Hoothoot and... Interesting. How do I want to work this? This is an interesting one. Okay, so I think I need to reset my hand here, right? So let me do that. So I'll slap this guy down. What's the card in the... Let me get another Teal Mask Ogerpon down. I'm going to discard my hand, so the Night Stretcher doesn't do me any good. So it's not great. So I probably missequenced that some. We'll see what happens. So because I have the energy attached to Squawkabilly, if he gets, I'll have to think what I get rid of if they bump my stadium. But it was better to, I think, to play down the Teal Mask Ogerpon, even if or that other Raging, let's say the third Raging Bolt, probably is the one I get rid of that. I have to get rid of one other card, right? I don't like getting rid of the energy, but so TM Evolution. I have Boss, so this is good. This is good, and I have Prime Catcher, so I should be able to take a knockout, right, on a stage 2. I'm guessing so, right? They're gonna evolve to. I'm in a stage 1, right? Is what's going to happen here. The Enzorark EX is a stage 1. Okay. Unfair Stamp. They can't use that, but they have it for next turn. So if I take a knockout, I'm going to get Unfair Stamp. So that's where because they took a card. It's not, in a certain sense, it's not good because now I have information that they don't really want me to have. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to boss here. And I need to get energy, right? 1, 2. So I have a bunch of energy here. So I need energy. I need the right type of energy. So, okay, this is fine here. So grabbing an Earthen Vessel. Oh, that's my last one. Okay, so that's good to know there for sure. Grab a grass and a fighting, because I need that fighting energy. So I don't need this Hoothoot at all. Do I have another? Right, grass and fighting is what I need. Whoops. Go back. Forgot where to click. Okay, so do I have... So I still have a Night Stretcher. Okay, so I will... I'll attach to this guy. It might be a mistake. Well, I'll ditch... So yeah, okay, that's pretty good. So chuck this down. Do this. Boss. Sorry for the long turn. Gonna take 2 prizes, get rid of part of their engine as well. So I need to get to 280. So I need to discard 4. And I've got a ton of energies to get rid of. So I want to get rid of 1, 2, 3. I don't like the way the selection process is. Let's get rid of the Squawkabilly as well. 4. So this does it. And hopefully they don't knock me out, right? If I'm really fortunate, they can't one-shot me. I haven't played an Ends deck, and I haven't played against it. Okay, that's really nice too. So if I get knocked out, now I can power myself up next turn. No, I'm gonna get unfair stamped, right? I'm gonna get unfair stamped. So whatever I have in hand, I am losing. Now I could draw it back, right? It goes in randomly. It's not Iono. With Iono, it goes to the bottom of the deck. With an unfair stamp or a judge, it shuffles in. So you just want to be aware of that. So the Ends they're gonna unfair. If I need the Night Stretcher to be able to get the Noctowl, right? I could get the Pokemon. Okay, losing my stadium. That's not a shocker. So you go, and yeah, that's it. So, all right, I want to keep the Ogerpons because they're engine pieces. Want to keep the Hoothoot. The Noctowl, once it's evolved, isn't any good. So I didn't lose any energy in that part, right? So that was when I attack with Raging Bolt. One of the things is you can always lose the stadium when you have your stadium expanded. You have more than 5 Pokemon on the bench. So you want to think through what happens if I lose my stadium, which Pokemon I'm going to have to discard potentially my opponent's next turn. And I'm losing Pokemon, but I'm also losing the energy attached to them. So I wanted to say, okay, these are the Pokemon I get rid of if that will discard if that's what happens. And therefore, I left them with no energy. So see what happens here. I can get a nice little knockout if I want as well. So not bad. I only play... No, I do play 4 Raging Bolt EXs. I was going to say 3. Some lists only play 3 of the Raging Bolt EXs. I'm playing 4. So here comes the unfair stamp. As expected. See what I get here. Oh, that's right. I go down to 2 Crispin. Well, Crispin's a nice card. So Crispin means I can attack. That's really good. So I'll search the deck for... And I have my engine going too. So that's good. Ends Sham. Okay. So I'm not going to gust this turn. I think I just want a Crispin here. I should take a prize. It lets them activate Fezandipiti, but I may, So I think I Crispin. I just want to keep the engine going as well. Grass. And I want to attach the Lightning. And it's which one to put in my hand. I want the Grass in hand, right? And you're going to go there. And this is all good. So I'll Teal Dance. I'm just trying to think. More cards in hand is good unless things, So I need to get rid of 2 energies, don't I? So I have Professor Sada's Vitality though, so I'm liking that. So I get rid of the Grass energy for sure. And I think I get rid of what's in the discard pile for energies, by the way? Just Grass. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of 1 energy off you. Get rid of the Lightning. It shouldn't matter, I don't think. So, if that extra 10 HP, of course, meant I had to get rid of a second energy, which means if they knock out my active, I can't attack unless I do things. All right, pulled the Noctowl from the prizes. That's super nice, right? The odds were 1 in 4, 25%. Which means you're going to miss it most of the time, right? If you're playing Pocket, you have a 1 in 5 chance when you do those Wonder Picks, and it feels like, it lets you know, at least from my experience, that you fail most of the time. All right, so, okay, is this the big attacker in the deck? All right, 30 for each basic energy. 90 and 90 to the bench. Okay, so that's not bad. It's good to know, right? So they're going to attack within Zoroark. I assume he's powered up there. So we'll see what happens. You know, can I get the knockout? I need 7 energies to get the knockout. That's, and do you want to poison themselves to get more damage? They might need that. How much energy? But I do have a bunch of energy in the discard. So 6. So I'm doing one. They're doing 180 with that first attack. They can take out my Hoothoot if they use the second attack. They lose their energy though. So see what they do here. Of course. So what's the End's Castle do? I mean, okay. So gets rid of retreat cost. So that's good. So they can just retreat to the bench if they in attack with the Zoroark EX on the bench. So, you know, it's a nice little box style deck. I like box style decks. The Zoroark is a box deck. So appealing in that sense. Okay, what are they gonna gust up here? That'll be interesting to see what they do. They grab Counter Catcher, right? So maybe they don't use it because they want to knock out the active. All right, so they got the Ends PP up there, which gives them 30 more damage, right? Is that what it does? Oh, no, it accelerates energy. Okay, so see what happens here. Obviously waiting. My turn was long too, so I can't complain, right? That's the downside of the Pokemon TCG to me. So Night Joker, so let's see which attack they copy. So 180. I'm not poisoned, so I'm just gonna take them out here. So I think I just use Sada's Vitality. Let me do that, see what I draw. Okay, so I just want this one. Oh, actually, I think I want another. Yeah, because that's good. Actually, attaching the grass was correct. So I have the knockout here. I think I just sit on the resource I have. So what do I need here? 3. I need 1, 2, 3. I need 4 energies, right, to discard. So I'm just going to attach, like, here. Okay. And I'm just going to attack at this point. Take the knockout. Get rid. I assume my active guy's knocked out. So if he's not, 1, 2, 3. And then I select one on one of these lightning energies and done. And got the next knockout. So I'm 1 away, right? Because I had the single prizers, I'm obviously on the odd prize count. Okay, Area 0. So I can bump their stadium, which is good, right? Just making life difficult for them. The retreat cost is high for this guy, though. So can I pay the attack cost? I don't know. I do have Switch in the deck, though, right? I'm pretty sure it's not in the discard pile. I have 2 in the deck, so I'm guaranteed to have a Switch card in the deck. So at this point, I can Noctowl, Switch for Switch. I can also TMS Ogerpon for an energy. I can get another energy. I could get Professor Sada's Vitality as well. I don't see that I'm going to lose the game at this point. So, all right, I have 2 guys. I have someone with full. The worst case, I guess, is if they knock out the guy with full HP. I think that's the worst thing, right? Who's powered up, right? Because then I have to get the energy back in play then, which isn't great. But I think I can do that still. So yeah, I mean, it's looking like a W, but see what happens here. So they might be able to. Can they knock me out? Let's see, 8, 240. Yeah, so they one-shot me. They didn't even need the tools. So they do one-shot the Raging Bolt on the bench, right? Have they played an ace spec? I was trying to. Okay, yes, the unfair stamp. So okay, so I'm not gonna get primes. I'm just wondering if they could Prime Catcher me. So getting some energy in play. See what happens here. So, so they might. Are they gonna look to stall me out? They're gonna. I mean, if they just knock him out, I mean, I just win the game. So, I guess they could take out the Hoothoot and the Raging Bolt, right? That's their play, which is a pretty good play. And they're hitting me with the Iono. I have the Fezandipiti though, so that's the good thing there. So, only one card, so that's not ideal. The Ultra Ball doesn't get me anything I need. So I believe they can take out the Hoothoot and the Raging Bolt. Yeah, so that's, a very good turn for them. I've got to make it, I got to win this turn. That's what has to happen. If I have a boss, I can win. We'll see what I draw, of course, but, see what happens here. What's that? No! Oh, no! Well, that's really bad, because I don't know what that card is. So live froze on me. So that's not good, right? And I can't do anything here. I can't do anything. So live is now frozen, right? Glowing that I can do something. And my turn's going to time out here. So live blew up on me. I think I liked my chances in the game. I have no idea what was going to happen. There's the log. Oh, it's there. Zero Underdepths. That's the card. But no, that's my opponent's. So I'm just going to concede there. I give up because live did its live thing. So I'll probably leave this one in the video. It's frustrating after such a long game to have that happen. So there is an update coming up, and hopefully it fixes issues like this. All right, let's see what happens here. They get live glitched on me last game. I don't know if I was going to win or not. The game had gone on a while. It's frustrating. I was either going to win that turn or probably lose the game. It was going to depend on what I drew off Fezandipiti, but instead live glitched and froze up on me, and that was that. So hopefully, I do want to go first with this deck. Just gives me a better chance. I want to take 2 prizes 3 times. That's the goal, and the odds of that happening are increased by that. All right, so not terrible. I mean, it could be better for sure. It could be a lot better. So I draw a card, and I'll get 1 card off the. Okay, well, I'm not liking this. I can say that. So I guess I'll attach to the active. Accelerate to the active, not attach, but accelerate. So, okay, well, that's good. So, yeah, so hopefully Squawkabilly is not prized. That's the question, right? So, play down the area 0 Underdepths, and because there's no reason not to. Play Squawkabilly. Use it. That's right. It's not on playability. I was thinking, I got to wait to play it till I'm ready. But okay, well, that's good. Liking that. So, hopefully, I really would like to get. It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. I'm gonna keep the energy. I'm not gonna attach it because I can use it next turn to accelerate. That's my thought. Yeah, I'm thinking, all right, so my board state, I didn't get a Hoothoot down, so that's a problem. Getting like a Fan Rotom would have been nice because I could have got Hoothoot and Noctowl in hand. So I draw a card for turn. I see a second card with TMS Ogerpon. So, doubles the odds of getting something useful. But, okay, Dragapult with Goldengo. Alrighty. I mean, so with the Goldengo, they can one-shot the Raging Bolt. So I didn't have a good turn 1. Squawkabilly, I did dig into the deck some, which is good. There's no entry in the discard pile. That part's unfortunate too, because I can't accelerate with Professor Sada's Vitality if I get that. So we'll see what happens. Oh, and I potentially can draw some cards with Mew. We'll see what happens. I assume I'm not going to get knocked out here. And I'll have to decide, am I accelerating to the active Pokemon? I might do that, because then I can attack potentially, right? Potentially. I can definitely attack, actually. I can accelerate to the active. Actually, maybe I accelerate to the bench, because then I can retreat, and I get the energy back, and then I can manually attach it, right? I can accelerate 1, attach 1, and I can take a knockout. I mean, it's not the strategy I want to play, but that might be the strategy I'm forced. I got an Iono, though, so that's good. So I'm going to do this first. I might just want to play the Iono because I'm not happy with my position here. So I could retreat. I'm going to Iono. See what happens here. Hopefully, you know, I need to set up some, so what needs to happen here. All right, well, let me thin my deck here. So let me get a Hoothoot down. That's what I want to do there. My Raging Bolt gets knocked out. I'm in a ton of trouble. But now I will accelerate my energy. And we'll see. See what happens. If I draw a and what's in the discard pile? And I guess I'm going to send up the Mew because these guys have energy, which I want a lot. Mew's got free retreat, so we'll see what happens. I mean, the problem now, the Mew, if they evolve to Dragapult this turn, Dragapult does one-shot the Mew, but they're not going to do that. I assume it's a Goldengo deck, right? And they look at a bunch of cards. They see cards and draw cards, the Dracoloak and the Goldengo. So I kind of like this deck. You know, good little Pokemon engine pieces. They grabbed a boss. Now that didn't mean they wanted boss definitely though, because they got one. They only so Pokegear 3.0 looks at the top 7 cards in deck. You put a supporter there you find into hand. So that might have been the only supporter, or the other supporters might have been worse than boss. Boss is always good. I don't know that they want a boss though. I mean, taking out my Raging Bolt would be bad. So I don't know what they're gonna do. But I can, you know, if they take a knockout, I have Fezandipiti though. So that's the good news. Unless they take out Fezandipiti, and then that might just be the worst thing. We'll see what happens, right? The Hoothoot's important too, because I need to get to right now I have access to Noctowl on my turn. So I don't have any energy in the discard pile though, right? So that part's really bad. So, okay, well that's good. What am I gonna do here? I think I want to do this. There's a good chance we have boss. Ideally, okay. Well, you're no good to me. All right, so let's see. So my Prime Catcher's gone. I do have boss, but I need energies attached, right? So what am I gonna do here? So Noctowl. I got a Noctowl, right? I guess I need energy. I mean, I'm not happy about this situation. It's not good. So I think I need energy, and I could Crispin. Now the problem is if I Crispin lets me attack. Attacking's really good. I think I want Nest Ball though, and Earthen Vessel. I think that's what I want because I need to, because they're gonna cause me trouble next game. That's what I'm thinking here. So Fan Rotom. I'm out of grass energies. I'm out of grass energies in deck? Whoa. Okay. I guess there's only one more. So one at grass is prize. Okay, that makes sense. So let me get a Raging Bolt, another Raging Bolt down. I think. I mean, another Hoothoot is good too, right? This is the question. Actually, maybe no, there's no more grass energy. So I'm going to drop down another Hoothoot. And I will attach an energy here. And I'm not happy with my situation at all. So I'll just leave the Mew in the active spot, I guess. No, I'm going to set up the Noctowl because I don't want him in play. You know, I assume they're going to take an attack. So, I mean, I could have knocked out the Dracoloak with the Teal Mask Ogerpon, but you know, then that just puts me in a really bad spot, I think. So they're going to retreat and attack, I assume, or they're going to good recon dive. Should have done that before attaching. I assume they're going to retreat into Goldengo. with the energy, that's what they're going to attack with, I assume. Because I assume they want to set up the Goldengo because no, okay. Because if they're going to attack with Goldengo, but I guess they're waiting. Okay, they're going to Dragapult. I'm not happy about that, but, you know, it's not a great start to this game. I think that's pretty clear. So, yeah, okay, so they attach to Dragapult, well, unless they have the tool. If they have the tool, then they can attack this turn. So we'll see. It's not. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I didn't play it properly. I'm just in a really weird, awkward spot. So gonna take out the rage. Okay, take out the Hoothoot. Okay, with the attack there, that makes sense. Obviously, the question is, can I need energy in the discard pile. That's what I need. Okay, so I draw cards first. If I get, you know, Earthen Vessel, that's exactly what I needed. So grab this. Get these 2 energies here. This is really good. So I can now attack this turn. I can take him out, right? That's good. They're gonna one-shot me probably, of course. I don't love that, but okay. Yeah, okay, so what's my damage level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, are they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, 7 times 7. So I need what? 5? So I need to discard 5 energies. Okay, so Raging Bolt. Slap you down. And do I have... do I want to... I guess I want to drop down the... I do have not a Hoothoot, so I think I want the Hoothoot in play. So I'm good for next turn. Because I have the Energy Retrieval. I was like, well, do I need to get energy? But I have Energy Retrieval, so... So I need to ditch 5 energies, 5 times 7. So I think I just empty out all the grass energies. 1. Well, hang on. Do I assume that they're going to knock out my active Pokemon? What's in hand? All right, so I'm going to get rid of the lightning energy. 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, I'll do that. I'm not certain about that. Okay. So let's see what happens. So their bench shrunk, but it didn't matter, right? I mean, they weren't playing for that. Okay, so got 2 lightnings in hand. That's good. I have a Hoothoot. I have a Noctowl. You know, maybe I should have gotten rid of both energies in the active. My concern, and originally I was going to get rid of both energies in the active, but then my question was, what if they gust up the guy on the bench? That's not a good spot for me to be in, right? Because then I don't know if I can power up. It's tougher right now. Then I have to have, well, Crispin or Professor Sada's Vitality is what I need to power myself up. And if my hand gets disrupted, that's part of it, right? That's part of my concern. So obviously Iono is difficult, but Iono but if I get knocked out, I still have so they're gonna blow me up here. Now the good news is I took 2 prizes, so I'm on 2 prize, 2 prize, 2 prize. That's what this deck likes to do. So 2 prizes, 2 prizes, 2 prizes. So yeah, I should be able to take out the Goldengo this turn. I need what, 7? I need 4 energies. I'm not guaranteed that, but I probably, that should happen. That should happen. I don't have much energy in deck though, so I'm trying to think here too. Like Crispin's not particularly good for me. So they're gonna knock out my active. I'll send up the Mew, right? Because he has free retreat, but I need 4 energies attached in play. So, right, so hopefully at this point, if I can keep attacking each turn, I'm going to win. Is what you know, I'm almost guaranteed to win anyway. So let's. Is there anything I want in the deck in play? Yeah, I think I want a Raging Bolt in play because I want to have an attacker for next turn. It just makes life easier. Oh, Glass Trumpet's good as well. So just kind of taking a sense. Crispin, I have Professor Sada's Vitality too. So, okay. So let me, I mean, if I can save the Hoothoot, that's even better, right? I can't though, right? 1, 2, I need 4 energies. So I need the Professor Sada's Vitality. And what do I have in the discard? I have, okay. I can go with that. So yes, I want Jewel Seeker. Now I don't have a Hoothoot for next turn, right? That's what I don't like. There's no energies, right? So I need Sada's Vitality, and I need, actually, Glass Trumpet's good too here, right? Glass Trumpet's really good. Okay, because I want accelerated energies, right? That's what I want to do here. So I want to get a lightning energy here. And I'll put the fighting here, get these guys set. Draw through. I'm also just about to, I'm really close to running out of energies, of course, as well. And what's in the discard pile? So I will. So I'm going to put energy. That's good too. I can retreat. I'm in really good shape here, I do believe, right? I'm doing like insane damage here. So I need 4 energies to discard, right? So 1, 2. So let me just do that. So I could have gotten another energy in play. I really hate the way this works. So I feel when I hit these X's like I'm going to lose what I need. Now, I want to get rid of a lightning. Do I get rid of the lightning from the active or the bench? That's my big question here, right? So I'll get rid of the lightning for the active. I assume they're going to knock out the active. Wait. Oh, I didn't get rid of that grass. Okay, because I was like, wait, I need 4 energies. Okay. So there we go. Because if I miss the knockout by misclicking or miscounting, I would lose the game pretty much. You know, I'm on path to win, so okay, I got a grass energy. Now I might get Iono'd here, right? And then we'll see. But I still should have Fezandipiti, and I think I'm okay. You know, so we'll see what happens. Obviously, well, I need to take 2 prizes. I do have Boss in hand. I don't have access to Noctowl because I don't have a Hoothoot in play, so I can't do that. So I'm relying on top decking and Fezandipiti, right? So, you know, if they knock Gusting up the Raging Bolt on the bench is worse for me, but they have to use their supporter for that then, right? So that's the good news, right? That's the, you know, you want to make life difficult on them. So there's a good chance they can't take out the guy on the bench. They might. They got a lot of cards in hand, right? I have a lot of cards in hand too. I don't want to see Iono. So they're going to get, I mean, they pretty much have to be able to take the, all right, so they're taking out the guy on the bench. So that's good for them. I'll send up the Mew. I'm pretty much guaranteed I've got to get the knockout. So they can't Iono me now though, right? So I need what for? I have game. I have game. So it's fine. So I don't need to, yeah, I have, because at this point, because they don't have Unfair Stamp. If they had Unfair Stamp at this point, then I could lose, but they don't play that. They play Energy Search Pro. Because I have the Energy Retrieval, so I accelerate the Teal Ogerpon, so Teal Ogerpon, manually attached to Raging Bolt. That's my 4 energies. Good game, right? And I can actually drop down another Teal Ogerpon, and so it's, you know, I might as well. I might empty my deck. I might have no cards in deck when this turn ends, but I'll just send up the Raging Bolt, you know, because I'm. First off, I can't just leave. I'm down to 1 prize, so I have to win this turn. or you know, I can't send. I need to, or if I have to, if I can't get the knockout, I need to leave the Pokemon with the highest HP. So, so I'll attach here first. I will accelerate here. If it doesn't, you know, I've got the energy, so we'll see if they can. So, okay. I mean, I'm energy retrieval, grass, and this gives me game at this point. So, okay. I mean, it's annoying the fact that you have to select. There's 2 grasses. It doesn't matter which grass. And I'll take, and I obviously could empty my deck and do more damage, but I just got to click properly. Like I said, I'm always a little nervous. It feels weird because I have to hit these X's in the middle of it, and I have 4 energies, so 280. And all right, good game. So yeah, deck works. So there we go. You know, once you get going on that two prize train, things go really well, right? It's when you get onto an odd prize numbers. You know, now you need an extra turn, and there's a good chance you come up short. But when you get if you take the first 2 prize knockout, you know, you're in good shape with this deck, and I feel like that's the key. So so anyway, I'll give a few comments about the deck now. So so these are the Pokemon in the deck. There's 2 cards the deck wants though, or there's 1 card the deck really wants, but one which is not the key one, but there's Iron Bundle, which the deck usually plays. Hyper Blower ability, your opponent has to switch from the active to the bench. So pretty much everyone plays it, but the card, and I mean the card, this deck needs this card, this is Latias EX, which 10 Types, who I do the podcast with, he thinks this is one, he really loves this card. It's a really good card. Obviously, I'm probably going to have to craft it at some point. So if you have the card in deck, you put this in. If you like Raging Bolt, craft the Latias EX. It's worth it. You need free retreat. So if I had Latias in the deck, I would first off, I wouldn't play 2 switches and the Mew EX in the deck. So I would probably then drop the what would I drop? I would drop one of the switches. You could probably drop either both switches, excuse me, or the Mew EX. These decks also play a few other ancient Pokemon as attacking options, so you kind of can look through it. I'm not going to go through that now, but there are other bunch of options for attacking for other ancient Pokemon in the deck. So ancient Pokemon, not ancient trait, but ancient. So you know, you can do what you want. You know, you want to have energies that you can actually attack with for the most part. The Iron Bundle you can't, because you want it there for the ability. Oh no, that's a future Pokemon anyway, right? So you probably play Great Tusk with Land Collapse for some milling or something. You know, you want 1 or 2 single prize attackers, so you'll have to choose what those are. Something like Raging Bolt or something. The single, I don't know what, but you want a single prize attacking option as well. I don't have it in this deck because I'm just working with what I have here. But anyway, it's a good deck, I gotta say. It's still not a deck I don't feel like it's I groove with the deck per se, but it is a good deck, and once it gets going, it is just a beat down stick, and you're really in a stronger position. So anyway, take care, have fun, and play some Pokemon TCG.